is what I'm thinking of. Yeah, I'm thinking of Frame Perfect.
Kirihara, the Frame Perfect 2 champion.
Yeah. That was a pretty incredible upset, if you ask me, because I mean, I don't think anybody expected Kirihara to do that well. Obviously, it's a very, very good Rosalina player, but we're going to get right into game one, and Mewtwo, or ESAM has actually opted to go Mewtwo here.
And yes, this actually does remind me, they did play at Frostbite, and ESAM did try the Mewtwo.
Gotcha.
It was looking a little bit better than his Pikachu in that set, so I think he's just going to try to stick to it this time. Although this character is a lot less developed for ESAM compared to his Pikachu, who he's been playing with since the earliest days of Brawl even.
I actually think this matchup comes down to fundamentals, though, because Mewtwo has a lot of ways to get rid of Luma, especially just with down tilt. You can space out so that Luma can't really jab you, and you can just do down tilt and then a couple fairs. Actually, like your normal character combos just work on Luma. But that is one of the disadvantages of playing Mewtwo in this matchup. You die so early to that up air.
Yeah, these characters are both glass cannons. So much knockback, but they're also incredibly light and susceptible to just dying at those ridiculously low percents.
Yep.
Kirihara going to draw that first blood, though. Let's see if ESAM could make a fighting stand here, though, in this first game.
Yeah, Rosalina's pretty light, too, so 76% is not too bad. Just got to tack on a little bit. Oh, no. Oh, no.
I was going to say, that's that crucial percent range where you can actually just get wiped off the board. And that was a record speed for game one, I'd say. For
Rosalina, for sure.
Yeah, she's normally, you know, one of those characters you expect to kind of sit back and camp a little bit, but she can also wipe your stocks out super quickly.
Absolutely ridiculous. Amazing play there from Kirihara, and ESAM is switching to Samus. Actually not going to switch over to his tried and true Pikachu. He's going to try out the Samus. Doesn't really believe that Pikachu is just the best bet in this matchup, I guess. Which is funny because he's beaten Buzz with Pikachu before, but I guess it was a long time ago, so maybe people just figured it out and it doesn't work as well as it used to.
Yeah, I think the Rosa metagame has been evolving at a much faster pace than the Pikachu metagame, especially being that ESAM is really the only major pioneer. Of course, there's other strong Pikachu players out there, but I mean, so many people are playing Rosa and pushing her to her limits now.
Yep. All right, Samus actually working out here so far, even percents. A little bit of stage control for Kirihara, but he's got no Luma to really back him up, so ESAM's going to be able to take stage control back relatively easily.
I think that's the deciding factor in why he chose Samus as well. Pikachu has a lot of trouble getting rid of Luma. You pretty much only have last hit of forward air and dash attack to send her into tumble at low percents or before dealing any damage to Luma. Whereas Samus's dash attack is a lot better, much larger hitbox, sends Luma further as well.
Biggest problem with this, though, is like a lot of Samus's flaws are covered by the fact that she has good projectiles, and those are almost nullified by Rosalina entirely, just because of down B.
Very true, but then she also has that Zair, the grapple, to contend with the extra range provided to Rosalina when Luma's out.
So yeah, that's true. Rosalina can't just really sit there with jab going in front of her because Samus could actually just reach right past her. So, but that being said, Kirihara is still going to take the first stock. We might have to see the Pikachu come out if things keep going like this.
Yeah, fortunately for ESAM, this is the best of 5, so he's going to get to try all 3 characters if he so chooses to.
Kirihara playing amazing today. Okay. Oh, Luma coming to the rescue there.
Yeah, Kirihara was one of those players that was kind of just not known to be such a threat in the American scene, but everyone who came from Japan spoke very highly of him.
I know Mr. R talked a lot about him.
Right. He kind of floundered out at EVO 2016. I believe he only finished with 33rd place.
Okay.
But after Frame Perfect, there are some very high expectations for him.
All right, let's see if he can get this final edge guard. Nope, ESAM going to fight back with a fair. And ESAM is just really struggling to find any form of kill here, but that forward smash is finally going to do it, puts himself on the board, and gets a charge shot that, you know, maybe he'll be able to get off at a time when Kirihara doesn't expect it, or just right away.
And you don't even need gravitational pull to nullify projectiles with Rosalina, as Luma just body bags that entire charge shot.
Yeah, I don't think gravitational pull even works at point-blank range, so it's good that he didn't try it and he just shielded.
Kirihara, though, master edge guarder with this character. Very contrary to a style like DeBuzz's, where he plays very reserved. Kirihara will try to execute every single edge guard, go for those down airs when he sees the opportunity, but he's actually just going to go for a back throw rather than forcing ESAM off stage.
Not sure. I mean, maybe he just wanted a little more stage control, or like to waste a little more time, because Samus can just get back with the tether, so he can get back pretty quickly. The thing that Kirihara needs to worry about right now is up B. Samus's up B in Rage, it works in a really strange way because the hitboxes no longer connect properly. So, oh, nope, not going to have to worry about it now. Up smash seals out the second game. Kirihara looking really dominant in the set so far.
And that's 2 up smashes to close it out, actually. The first one was at a pretty early percent. Even though Samus is so heavy, she does have very low falling speed, which makes her more susceptible to vertical KOs than someone else in her weight class would be.
Man, Kirihara just sipping on him.
And I know I'm definitely not the first to bring this up, but Kirihara does have an uncanny resemblance to Zero. So he's carrying the Team Zero torch right now through the winner's bracket.
He's our backup captain.
And we've got ESAM actually Dabuz actually coaching ESAM against his fellow Rosalina player. Maybe he's a little jealous of that Frame Perfect win, you know? Dabuz was at that tournament and didn't place quite as high.
Yeah.
But I think he's in winner's bracket himself here, too.
Dabuz? I actually haven't seen him play at all today. I was commentating earlier. I missed him. Was spectating earlier. Totally missed him. So I don't know where Dabuz is, but hope he's in winners still. All right, he's going to stick to Samus. He's actually not going to try the Pikachu at all here. Just believes that it's not the right call. So
yeah, again, that makes sense. Just the lack of range, the lack of options to kill Luma. Though I don't know if switching from Mewtwo to Samus was the right move. I think D1 was mentioning in the cast on their set from Frame Perfect that he should have just had a little bit more faith in the Mewtwo.
I agree.
Maybe stuck it out. Granted, that game one was disgusting.
That game one was disgusting, but all he has to do is watch out for that. That was the one setup that Kirihara managed to get. And I feel like he won neutral quite a bit of times. He just didn't, you know, I just feel like he should have given it one more chance. I agree. I don't think Game 2 went well enough with Samus to validate not going back to the Mewtwo.
Right. Well, it was vastly less of a shutout. Like, he at least took a stock, so can't blame him for feeling a little bit more confident in this pick. Either way, Kirihara just with a jab to grab. Looking like Captain Falcon here. Yeah. That Luma jab is just so good.
It is. Amazing kill move at high percents. Really versatile. Just can be used in a lot of ways. Wow, that Luma is dead. Ooh, whiffing the grab. That's going to be a huge punish. Forward smash actually not dealing enough damage to kill, though.
Yeah, Rosalina very short on knockback without her little partner.
Yeah, but no jump there from ESAM, so he's just going to be forced to shoot a missile and give up that life.
Okay, and now the chase down begins. ESAM down a stock here, has to be aggressive with a character designed really more for holding leads than creating them. Definitely.
Luma creates a wall, and then once you get past that wall, you still have a pretty good character with a decent frame data. So, but there goes Luma, so step 1 is complete. 87, now 92 is actually not that bad for ESAM if he can, you know, land a kill opportunity. He's just not finding anything. Kirihara is doing an excellent job of avoiding the necessary things that he needs to kind of get rid of.
I'd definitely like to see ESAM go for a little bit more of the charge shot.
Yeah.
He's been winning neutral and then chasing Kirihara rather than charging up his projectile. But he's actually just going to spend it there, and now he needs another few seconds alone to build that up.
Yeah, I feel like that charge shot was pretty crucial there, especially for Kirihara. Probably breathing a sigh of relief that it's gone.
Very similar to Cloud's limit, except you can't really force her to spend it on recovery or something.
Exactly.
And also, Samus is way more reliant on that than Cloud is on limit to score KOs.
This is looking like a pretty strong 3-0 if ESAM doesn't change up something pretty quickly. There we go. Okay. That helps. That definitely helps. Getting rid of Rage Luma.
Right, but now he has to deal with a very healthy Rosalina as well. Stocks are tied, but this advantage is quite large for Kirihara right now. Gets in with the short hop air dodge nair. I like it. Creative ways to approach this character.
You know, it's funny. Samus isn't a character that you see very often, but Kirihara just really seems to know what to do and what not to do. I haven't seen him make too many mistakes, like glaring mistakes at least. That's what he has to watch out for, though. That dash attack into up B is extremely volatile right now.
Yeah, you just got to clip them with the right hit of it.
Exactly.
I believe there is actually a very strong Japanese Samus player who is restricted only to Wi-Fi. I think his name is YB.
Huh.
I'm not entirely sure on his name, but I've definitely heard some very good things about him. But either way, Kirihara looking like he had a very solid handle on that matchup. ESAM not able to pull one over on him with the surprise counter pick.
Yeah, just not going Pikachu. I think he should have at least given Pikachu one game or a chance, or at least gone back to Mewtwo. Because like I said, the kills were very early game 1, so I don't think he really got a chance to test out the Mewtwo.
Right, and when you have a best of 5 to play with, you've got 3 games to drop, so I don't know. It could have been worth the risk,
exactly.
But either way, he's going to go out in a very dominating